Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ellie. If you're new here, today I'm so excited to finally get to share with you the entire nursery reveal as well as baby girl's name reveal. I've never revealed my kids' names on social media before they were born, just kind of shared them with family or friends. So I'm really excited to actually get to do that this time. I kind of just decided to do it on a whim because we do have her name like fully picked out. So that'll be in this video too. I'm going to kind of give like a background info on nursery and everything that we purchased and where it all came from. So when I found out we were having a girl, I already kind of had an idea of what I wanted for the nursery theme. And whether it was a boy or girl, I knew if it was a boy, I wasn't really gonna do nursery because I don't know, with boys it just is different. I already have two. And so it was just gonna be a lot more simpler. Whereas if I was having a girl, I wanted to do a nursery. I wanted to do it all because it was my first girl and I was really excited. So I am more of a minimal person, and I did tell myself it's okay if you're not as minimal with this girl because it's your first, have fun with it. Don't be so strict with yourself. And it's not necessarily like it's like personal like restrictions I put on myself with being a minimalist, but it's just my personality naturally to be minimal because it just helps with my sanity. But I will say her nursery is still actually kind of minimal. It's not like it's not full of clutter or anything. So anyway, I did still keep it minimal. So let's go ahead and I'm going to talk about everything. So the theme that I really dreamed of for my first girl was kind of an Anne of Green Gables vibe, just like a really vintage baby girl nursery that was kind of had the color palette of creams, like really pretty mauve pinks, like a sagey green, a little bit of pale yellow, just this like really neutral but feminine color palette. And I really wanted it to just keep it old-fashioned and feminine because that's kind of the way I decorate my home. And I knew with our first little girl, that's kind of the style I wanted. So I feel like it really came together really well. It's not distinctly Anne of Green Gables, but it's very vintage and feminine, and I love how it turned out. So with this nursery, I decided to paint the entire room white. I just went with Alabaster White from Sherwin-Williams, and I just painted the walls. I didn't paint the ceiling because this is a rental. We live on a military base, and so we'll be moving out of this house within like the next year, just because of my husband's enlistment ending soon. So I knew we weren't gonna be here for a long time, but this room is so small that I wanted to make it her nursery. It used to be kind of our guest room, kind of slash office, but it's now her room, a designated room for her. My other two boys do share a room. So this space is just for her, and I'm so excited about it. So I actually thrifted and found a lot of things at antique stores and such. So her crib I actually thrifted off of Facebook Marketplace for $50. I love the detail on it. It's just got the cutest curves and little spindles, and there's a couple little gold accents on it, and I love it. And then the artwork on the walls was actually a couple of pieces I found on Etsy for maybe $20 each, I'm not sure. And they are actually vintage needle points, and I think they're absolutely adorable and lovely. A couple of the art pieces I also had on my wall that I had found at thrift stores and antique stores previously in the past, and so I just kind of pulled from what I had as well. And so this nursery honestly probably cost under $100. I did not spend a lot of money. That's not my nature. I usually am pretty frugal with a lot of stuff. But I wanted to make this a sweet nursery for her without breaking the bank, so to speak. And then I also did add peg racks here and there, one for bonnets and one for bows, because I do want to showcase those things because I think those are really sweet for little girls. I did also find this really sturdy wooden shelf on Facebook Marketplace for $20. It was blue, and I ended up painting it this like off-white beige color that I've used on furniture throughout our home. And then I did baskets on that with diapers and swaddles, and I really loved the way that came together because that's really what I was picturing. We're not doing a dresser in there, So I just wanted to keep it simple, but showcase what I would be using in knitting for her. So I think that was really sweet. And then we also did a peg rack above that shelf, and that's where I showcased cute little vintage dresses and sweaters, and that's where her name is showcased on a little hanger. I had it engraved, and so I wanted to share her name with you guys before I close out this video. So we are naming our baby girl Ivy Eleanor, and we've always had the name Ivy on our list and we loved it, but we just didn't really know how we wanted to do the middle name, and so my full name is Eleonora. And so I wanted to incorporate my name and our first daughter's name as well. And so it's gonna be Ivy Eleanor. We're gonna spell Eleanor a little bit different and just cut off the A at the end. So that's her name. We're so excited. We love the way the nursery came together. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, and I hope you'll stick around. Anyway, thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I will see you next time.